Welcome to the Craftsman interview. I am here with Jan O'Malley, who owns Libertyville Massage Therapy Clinic. And let's just jump right into this conversation, Jan. Tell me a little bit, 30 years with your business. Tell me a little bit about the journey. What did you do before you opened the clinic? Tell us a little bit about the journey there.
Before I got into massage therapy, I worked for a chain of stores called Brouhaha and Treehouse, and it was a really neat gem of a chain of stores. They had a lot of really cool clothes from California, so it was a hip, neat place to work. It was fun and exciting. I was really into fashion at the time, and but then when I was 27, I started thinking that I wanted to do something different, and I wasn't sure what it was that I wanted to do.
Okay.
And sat down one night with my husband, and he said, well, what is it that you like, Jan? And I said, well, I know I like massage. I like to massage people's necks and backs, and at all the holidays I'd be standing at the table behind my family members massaging their necks and backs, and I must have gotten a lot of gratification from it when they said, oh, that feels so good, do it some more. So I said, but what can I do with massage?
Right.
I didn't know of any schools of massage. There were no massage therapy clinics, so I called the local community college at the time and talked to a counselor, and he said, honey, you don't want to get into massage.
Really?
He said, you're going to be working on people's necks and backs, and it's going to be really hard work, and you're going to be tired and weary, and it's just something you don't want to do. And I said, maybe you're right, and we were done. And I thought it was a dead end, and about 3 months later, a good friend from high school, a girlfriend, came to visit me with her husband, who was a Chicago fireman, and he just changed careers. He was now a massage therapist. What? A massage therapist? Where did you go to school? He went to school at the Chicago School of Massage Therapy. Oh my gosh, I found a place. So we had a wonderful dinner that night, and 2 days later I called the Chicago School of Massage Therapy, enrolled within a week in their next program. It was a 1-year program, and I haven't looked back once. It's been a wonderful
That's fascinating.
journey.
So did this community college guys offer up a suggestion, or?
He not at the time, no. But they do now offer a massage therapy program, so it's come a long way.
That's great.
Yeah.
So opening up a business is a lot of really hard work. How did you plan that out? Did you talk to your husband, Mike?
Yeah.
A little
He's
bit
been
about
my
that?
rock. I probably wouldn't be here as comfortably as I am now, because whenever anything got rough over the 30 years, I leaned on him.
Yeah.
But well, first of all, I graduated from the Chicago School, and I didn't open this business for another year.
Okay.
I worked for 1 year out of my home, in my dining room. And the first thing I did was I called all the local newspapers, and I think it was Channel 3 TV at the time, and offered everyone, first I told them that this is a new service that the public deserves to know about, and it's scientific, and it's therapy, it's massage therapy, and it's mainly to help people get rid of pain, but it has a lot of health benefits. The public deserves to know about it, and I offered them all to come to my home and have a free massage so I could show them firsthand and demonstrate what it's all about. And so many of them took me up on the offer.
Really? That's
They came
great.
to my home, in my dining room, got their first therapeutic massage, loved it, felt so much better, wrote beautiful articles. I had so many, I was so lucky. I got so many free articles. And in the Waukegan News Sun, I had a 2-page spread in the health section.
That's great.
So that got my business going. At the end of the first year, I had a 5-week waiting list of clients that needed to get in, and I was turning people away. So that is what prompted me to need to open the business here in Libertyville. So we decided first we were going to open the business, and we had to decide where. So Mike and I went away for the weekend camping, and this was going to be what we would decide while we were camping. And we decided that it would be Libertyville. So came home that Sunday night and on my recorder was a message from a doctor here in Libertyville, Dr. Levine, who owned this building that I'm in. He was a clinical psychologist. He turned this 100-year-old house into a clinic for himself.
Wow.
And he was looking for tenants. And he had seen one of my Mother's Day ads, and he asked if I would be interested in renting space in Libertyville.
Wow.
And it was so bizarre because just that weekend we had chosen Libertyville.
Boy, the stars aligned there.
Yeah. So
Wow,
I
meant to
came
be.
here to see him, and we made an agreement on rent, and I rented 2 rooms to begin with and hired 2 massage therapists, and that's where it started. And then slowly over the years, the business grew until I hired up to 19 therapists. That was before the Great Recession that we
Okay.
just had. And so then things slowed down a little bit, and as therapists moved out of state, I didn't hire again. But now we're so busy. Last year was the best year we've ever had. So I've hired therapists again, and we're up to 17 therapists.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
we're usually booked up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a waiting list on Saturdays and Sundays to get in. So I need to hire more therapists. So it's been a really great
That's
journey.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you were in your late 20s when you opened the business?
I was 30 when I opened the business.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that took a lot of moxie. You're calling these people saying, come to my house.
Yeah.
I'll provide you with the service, create awareness. I mean, that is a cool story.
Well, I was very passionate about the work. I couldn't believe how much massage therapy was helping people. They would come to me with pain, and they would leave without pain. Not everyone, and sometimes it would take a few visits.
Sure.
But I couldn't believe the profound effect that with massage therapy I could have on these people. And so I just felt like everybody needed to know. The people that needed to be helped needed to be able to have this service.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Talk a little bit more about that with regards to the science of massage therapy.
And where it came from.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Well, massage is really an ancient art. As early as 450 BC, Hippocrates, the father of medicine, prescribed massage for what ails you. Massage is a very intuitive thing. We know if we have shoulder pain to massage our shoulder. But now massage therapy is very scientific. There's hundreds of studies on the health benefits of massage therapy. We know now from the studies that have been done by doctors and researchers that massage therapy can help your cardiovascular system. When you get a massage, your cortisol level, which is the stress hormone that's very bad for our bodies and can lead to heart disease, heart attack, stress, that cortisone level is reduced when you have massage therapy. For people, other studies have shown that for people with rheumatoid arthritis, that massage therapy can help reduce their pain, help them to have a stronger grip, and have greater range of motion.
Okay.
And it goes on and on. There's so many health benefits. I recommend that people can go to the American Massage Therapy Association's website,
Okay.
and the studies are broken down by the AMTA in real easy to understand language, and it's great for stress. When you get a massage, it kind of turns off your it's called the sympathetic nervous system, and that's when you're really stressed out. You're in the stress state that's normally meant for if you're trying to run out of a burning building.
Okay, right.
For some people with anxiety, that stress, they're in a constant state of stress,
Right,
and it's
right.
hard for them to break that pattern. Massage therapy kind of flips the switch.
Unlocks
and
that a little bit.
and takes you out of that sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system state, which is relaxed.
Okay.
And for some people it happens immediately. For other people it takes a few sessions. And it's not, I don't mean to say by any of this information that it's in place of your doctor or your physical therapist or your counselors. This is in addition to.
Right.
This is something that we know scientifically all these wonderful benefits that massage therapy has on our bodies. Most of our clients come in because they're in pain, and
Yeah.
it's usually muscle pain, tendon pain, ligament pain, myofascial pain, and a lot of their doctors refer them to us. We have over 30 doctors in the Libertyville area that refer their patients to us
Okay.
for soft tissue pain.
Okay.
People that are in a car accident, maybe they got whiplash and now their neck is flared up and they're in a lot of pain. Their doctors will refer them here to have soft tissue therapy. And that's our specialty, is working with the soft tissues, increasing circulation, reducing the muscle tension, and that helps to eliminate the pain.
Okay. So you said you had your best year ever last year? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are a lot of these referrals, sounds like they're coming from physicians?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the non-medical referral, that aspect of your business. Do you have a lot of people that come for
Oh, yes.
what I don't know what the
Yes.
term is, maintenance, or
Yes.
talk a little bit
So
about that.
you don't have to have a doctor's prescription to come here.
Right.
More than half of our clients do not have doctor prescriptions. They come in for either muscle pain or stress relief, or maybe they're athletes and they come in for maintenance in order to keep their muscles soft and loose and limber. It helps to prevent injury. It helps to enhance their performance. For marathon runners, they come in before the marathon. They come in during their training. They'll come in right after the marathon to help get rid of the muscle tension, pain, and lactic acid buildup.
Okay.
A lot of people come in for, like I said, stress relief. Massage is known to help anxiety and depression. So sometimes we'll get a call and someone will say, I haven't slept in 3 nights. I have severe insomnia because I'm so anxious. I need to get in. And so they'll come in and it'll break that stress state.
Right. So, Jan, I saw online that something really cool. And I was thinking about this for my own church group. We do a men's retreat at St. Mary's every summer. And you guys did a retreat for women where you came and tell me a little bit about that. It's not really neat.
It was wonderful. We were asked by a religious group who was having a retreat at Marytown in Mundelein. I think there were 80 women. If we would come on one of the days that they were there for 3 days, and provide relaxing, stress-relieving massage therapy. And we had a beautiful room that we were set up in. We had 10 massage therapists, so they came in with their massage therapy tables, and we played relaxing music, and there were no bright lights. And so they, the retreat members had lectures and lunch, and then they came in for their massages. They took turns, they could get either 15-minute, half-hour, or hour sessions. And we did body tune-ups. So they came in like yoga clothes, loose, relaxed clothes, so they didn't have to disrobe. And we did body tune-ups. So a lot of muscle loosening and relaxing strokes, and they just loved it. They asked, we've done it for 2 years with them, and they already have asked us to reserve next year.
For next year? Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. I'm going to offer that as a suggestion to the guys.
Great.
I mean, talk about a wonderful way to unwind, kind of take it up a notch.
Yeah.
So much of that is, mindfulness and quiet time and reflection and all of that. But to add that element, I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Did you read the review? They loved it.
Yes, I did. I did. So tell me a little bit about, in the Great Recession, you had mentioned that. As a business owner, I'm always fascinated and really, I just admire people who do what you've done.
Thank you.
It's not easy to run a business. Talk about stress. Hopefully you're your own best customer, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Definitely. I need it. I need massage therapy. Yes.
How did you handle it from a business perspective? Was there anything you did or didn't do when all of the storm hit in 08, 09? Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, we'll go back to right before I opened here in 85. There was a recession
Yeah,
in
right.
the late 70s, early 80s. And so I opened right at the tail end of that. And that's when business started to climb.
Mhm.
And then I think it was 91, there was a recession. Nothing like this Great Recession that we had in '08. So and we were so busy before the '08 recession, and then it was just like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Yeah.
The phone slowed down so much, it was hardly ringing. We were very lucky because we had a core of clients that really needed their massage therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And so for them, it wasn't a luxury or a pampering, and they continued to come.
Okay.
We have a lot of very loyal clients here in Libertyville that kept our doors open. We have a number of clients who used to see me in my home more than 30 years ago that are still coming today.
Wow.
So we've got this loyal group, and they just supported us. So, things did get really slow, and we just kept going and hanging in there. And it just never got so bad that we had to close or anything. We were lucky.
You just
and
muscled
then,
through.
We muscled through, and like I said earlier, a couple therapists had to move out of state, and I didn't hire, so we had a smaller staff.
Okay. Yeah.
But as soon as things started picking up, we were relieved and started hiring more again, and now we're just super busy.
Yeah, that's great. Talk a little bit about the Libertyville community. Do you do the majority of your clients come from this community, or are they? I'm sure they're spread all over,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
can you give us a little bit of an idea?
Sure. When we first opened, and for many of our early years, people came from all over, up in Wisconsin, all over, because there were no other massage therapy clinics.
Right.
We were the first. There really wasn't anywhere to get massage, and they started hearing about it and realizing how they could be helped. So they would travel a long way. Now, because of massage's popularity and acceptance and the understanding of how good it is, it seems like every little town has 4 or 5 places where you can get massage therapy. Libertyville has about 20 places where you can get massage
20?
therapy. At
Really?
least. But some of them may
I didn't know
be
that.
like a salon that has one room with one
Okay.
therapist.
Okay.
But yeah, there's lots of places in Libertyville. But so now it's more localized for us. It's more Libertyville, but we do, the majority of our clients, Libertyville, Mundelein, Vernon Hills, but we do get clients from Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, Gurnee,
Okay.
Grays Lake, all around, really. We just don't have as many traveling an hour like they used
from
to.
the city or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's no reason for them to do that because they can get quality massage therapy closer to home.
How do you differentiate? The competition's stiff. Now you've got these, I guess they're chains almost,
Yeah.
Massage Envy and all of
Yes.
that kind of stuff. They're
Uh-huh.
popping up all over these communities. How do you differentiate? What makes you different than those places?
Well, when clients come to us, we reserve, say for an hour massage therapy, we reserve an hour and a half of time. And that's so that we can do a really thorough interview before the massage to find out, your doctor referred you, why did he refer you? What are your symptoms? What are your problems? What do you want to get out of this massage? So we do a real thorough intake. We listen to our clients. We try to understand what they need, and then together we create a plan of how today's massage therapy session is going to go for them. We agree on what's going to be done, whether it's going to be focused on just the neck and back problem that they were referred for, or they're here on their own without a doctor referral. They just want to feel better, or they're stressed, and then we come up with a plan for the program. So we spend a lot of time figuring that out so we get it right, because we want our clients to leave and be completely happy with the therapy they got and to be helped. And if we don't get that from them before the massage begins, we can fail. We can, concentrate on their shoulder and really they have a hip problem, so we can miss it.
Okay.
And we don't want to do that. So that is one way that we're different than a lot of other places. We take extra time, and then when it's always a 1 hour session, we don't cut it. Some places, give you a 50-minute session. Ours is a full 60 minutes, and then we go back in afterwards and we say, this is what we recommend. If you're referred by your doctor, we're going to send your doctor a letter and a massage therapist report letting the doctor know our observations and our recommendations. We don't diagnose.
So you really loop in with
the
physician.
doctors.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's great.
And they're happy to get our report. And then the client feels more fulfilled that way too, that the doctor's in on knowing, and when they go to see their doctor, they can discuss the massage therapy. And so I'd say that's the main thing.
Okay.
Is we're
so
very therapy oriented,
Right.
not just come in and get a rub down or come in and get a foo-foo massage.
Right. What's a foo-foo massage?
A foo-foo massage.
Is that a technical term?
I guess maybe just super relaxing light massage.
Okay.
With not a lot of purpose, but
Well, some of the advertisements that I see from some of these, I'm just going to call them chains. They seem to be more geared towards, or their marketing anyway, more geared towards sort of the luxury aspect of it. Spoil yourself.
and that's
all
okay
that kind
too.
of stuff.
It is good to pamper yourself, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Another aspect of having the extra time in between where we're interviewing, it gives our therapists a little extra time in between. Sometimes in places where they don't have the extra time in between for the interviewing, the therapists are doing a 50-minute massage, and within 10 minutes they're doing another 50 minutes. And they wear down. They're injured easily.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I've read recently that the life expectancy of the career for a massage therapist is 6 years. But we work really hard at helping our therapists to stay healthy, not burning out, not doing too many massages close together so that they don't get hurt. One of our therapists, Janet, comes from Evanston. She's an exceptional therapist, and she's been commuting here to do massage therapy from Evanston for 28 years.
Wow.
And another one of our therapists, Barbara, has worked here for 20 years. And then we have several therapists that have been here 10 years, 9 years, 8 years. And so we're very lucky. That doesn't mean that from time to time they don't have a problem with their wrists or their back, and hopefully get that under control and get right back to work for them. But it helps to have a little bit more time in between for the therapists also.
That's great. So tell me a little bit about, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do when you're outside of work? How do you strike a balance?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work and time to run an operation like this. It's pretty extensive.
Yeah.
Mike is obviously still a career guy, right? How do you guys unwind? What do you do? What do you like to...
Well, for me personally, I've done yoga for 30 years.
Really?
So, and I walk. I used to run, but now I walk. So, I'll go for a 45-minute walk and do 40 minutes of yoga 5 days a week. So that kind of keeps me less stressed.
Okay.
And for fun, we like to go out to dinner. We love to come to Libertyville and hit all the restaurants. And catch a movie. We love to watch movies at home, because we're tired. Friday nights, often just love to have dinner and movie at home.
That's great. That's great.
And we've got 3 children, 3 beautiful children, all grown and out of the house, and 2 grandchildren. Love to spend time with them, and I love to garden, and love to walk my granddogs. And
Your granddog.
Yeah.
That's great. My mother is a huge gardener. You talk about therapy. She's 85, and that's her therapy a lot. That's her exercise.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's got an extensive flower garden.
Really?
And she just gets out there every summer and does her thing. We've talked about, maybe she should move in with one of the kids and whatnot. And she's like, I'm good. I've got my garden here, and I'm convinced that's what keeps her healthy and
Lovely,
and thriving. So that's great. Now, tell me a little bit about you're right in the heart of Libertyville. You're right next to you're right off Milwaukee Avenue. What's the address here?
128 Newberry Avenue.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about Libertyville just in general. I mean, you've seen over 30 years. This is not the town it was 30 years ago necessarily.
Yeah.
What's the reception? Well, I mean, you've been here for 30 years, so I guess there's not. Your reception was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about the community. It's a thriving community. We're on a great strip. You mentioned all the restaurants.
It's so much fun. It was quieter 30 years ago, but it was still a hip, cool town. And that's why we wanted to come here, because we thought that this hip, cool town would be open to our service, something new and different. And they were. And they've continued to support us. But it's just exciting, the vibe here. It's exciting to be part of it, even though we're a quarter of a block off, or an eighth of a block off of 21 off the main strip. We're not right downtown by all the cool restaurants. It's just fun to be.
Away, though,
we're steps away.
Yeah.
It's just fun to be a part of this community.
Yeah.
Our customers are so lovely and fun and smart and kind. We love them, and it's just a privilege to be here.
That's
really.
great. That's great. Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Ooh.
Put you on the spot here.
There's 5 or 6 favorites, and they're all right downtown.
Well, does one stand out? Can you pick one?
Well, my most recent favorite meal was at the Green Room.
Okay.
Last Saturday night.
What'd you have?
It was fabulous. My husband and I are gluten-free. I'm gluten-free, and he goes gluten-free during Lent. So we asked for them to spontaneously make something gluten-free for us.
They're awesome.
Oh my gosh. And I had chicken, but it had this most incredible healthy sauce that was gluten-free, and my husband had a steak. We shared both because they were so good. And his had this most incredible, wonderful sauce on it that was gluten-free, and then these crazy, delicious mashed potatoes, and some crazy great drinks, specialty drink. I forget what it was called, a tequila drink. And
sounds like a good night out.
The vibe there was so fun, and it was packed.
Cool. Yeah.
We had a blast.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you so much for
You're welcome.
sitting with us.
Thank you for asking me to meet with you.
Absolutely. You're a craftsman in your own right. And you were also the first certified massage therapist in Lake County?
Correct.
Wow. So congrats on 30 years and thriving.
Thanks, Jim.
And still just killing it here. So that's awesome. Thanks for your time, Jan.
Thanks, Jim.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks, George. Gluten-free, baby. He's gluten-free.